Welcome back, Truth Seeker. I want to revisit the headlines from Thursday, November 14th, 2019. It was a date full of 47, including Tom Brady saying he wants to play quarterback in the NFL until age 46 or 47. And let's talk about why both these numbers are significant. November 14th, the day this was a headline, is the day leaving 47 days left in the year. And that's a special number to the NFL. The first Super Bowl season was the 47th season of the NFL. Of course, Tom Brady, the most winningest Super Bowl quarterback. And why was the 47th season of the NFL the first Super Bowl season? Well, it's all about Freemasonry. American football is credited to the Scottish Rite Freemason Walter Camp. The Freemasons, their logo, the compass and the square with the capital G. The compass is set at 47 degrees as a tribute to the 47th problem of Euclid, which is about how to establish foundation for a structure. And the word foundation in the language of Gematria sums to 47. Also in the language of Gematria, notice Freemason and capital G both equal 42. So does the word math, instruments of mathematics. Math, geometry, very important to the Masons. In sacred geometry, the shape of the football is known as the vesica Piscis, which sums to 53 in Gematria. That's why you have a 53-man roster, a 53 and 1/3 yard wide field. That's why in Super Bowl 53, the Patriots beat Los Angeles. Patriots equals 53. Los Angeles 53. 53 is the 16th prime. 16 points scored in Super Bowl 53, which, oh, by the way, we predicted before the season even began, would be Patriots over the Rams. Just like how on this day, the team from Ohio equals 47, won on Thursday Night Football. The Browns picked up their 58th win all time in their stadium. Pittsburgh equals 58, the team they defeated. But with regards to Tom Brady saying he wants to play until he's 46 or 47, Tom Brady equals 46, as does Michigan, where he was drafted out of. Brady was the 199th pick out of Michigan. That's the 46th prime number. This season, week 3, the Patriots played the Jets. Once upon a time, Drew Bledsoe got injured while playing the Jets shortly after 9/11. Tom Brady came in to replace the injured Bledsoe, and the rest is history. 9/11, Patriot Act, Patriots, all by the numbers. Anyhow, this year against the Jets, he faced a quarterback from Washington State University who was the 199th overall pick. That's funny because Drew Bledsoe went to Washington State University. At the conclusion of that game against the Jets, Tom Brady had 911 passing yards for the season. 911 after facing the Jets. Think about it. Just think about it. Kind of like the Mets having 9 runs and 11 hits on September 11th. So anyway, Tom Brady, 46, 47. The other thing that stands out here is his birthday is August 3rd, 8-3. Peyton Manning born on the 83rd day of the year. Tom Brady born on 8-3. Football equals 83. From his birthday to this story was 103 days later. It's a number we've been talking about a lot this NFL season on Patreon. Don't forget, week 1, the Packers beat the Bears 10-3, a span of 103 days from the death of Art Starr. Numbers come up a whole lot this year. This is the latest that I've seen. Now to switch gears, another 47 story from November 14th. Pelosi adds a new element, bribery, plus more impeachment inquiry news of the day. So this is in regards to the whole impeachment process and the supposed Ukraine scandal. Remember, this whole story's been 47 from the beginning. 47 is always the number in Washington, D.C. All of these words sum to 47. Government, authority, president, White House, Republican, Democrat, D.C. The name Trump is 47. Notice bribery, Ukraine, president, all 47. Also all 110. A little more than a year ago, Nancy Pelosi set the record for the longest filibuster speech in congressional history. She did it on a date with 47 numerology, 47 days from her own birthday for the Dreamers. Dreamers equals 47. You learn this code, you see right through it all. From the rigged sports games, to the political theater, to what's really going on with these nonsensical mass shootings. Also out of Washington, D.C. in sports today, safety for the Washington Redskins, Monte Nicholson. He dropped a young woman off at a hospital in the D.C. area at 1:30 a.m. November 14th, the day leaving 47 days left in the year. In D.C., the land of 47, she died shortly after from a drug overdose. And realize, in the world of celebrity and professional sports, a lot of suspicious deaths, a lot of ritual sacrifices, and I suspect this is probably more of the same. Again, this death, it came 20 days from Nicholson's upcoming birthday, and the most pure cipher death is 20. In the ciphers that we don't talk about as much, Satanic Gematria and Sumerian Gematria, death is 213 and 228. These numbers do show up around death a lot. His name equals 228, and her name equals 213. So, just makes you wonder. I know she's got the same birthday as Fred Hampton as well. Fred Hampton, the Black Panther that was murdered by the numbers. Also on November 14th, Walmart, where the El Paso shooting happened August 3rd. It reopened today. Again, today leaves 47 days left in the year. Notice Walmart's 47. They say they threw a banner over the brand new store reopening. Or not brand new store, but the reopening after it was fixed from the supposed shooting. They had a banner up, El Paso Strong. And notice, El Paso Strong equals 64. On this same day, you get a school shooting in Santa Clarita, California. El Paso Strong, school shooting, both 64. Remember, it's active shooter drills that are run by the police at theaters, malls, schools, department stores, public places. And a lot of mass shootings at Walmarts in recent years. But it's law enforcement that runs these drills, and sometimes they're getting reported as real tragedies. Today has 64 date numerology to tie right in. And from August 3rd to this reopening, it's 103 days later. Again, that's Brady's birthday as well. Or a span of 104 days. El Paso, TX, like how you'd write out an envelope, 104. To take a break on the 47 for a moment, this shooting at the high school today, Saugus High School in Santa Clarita, CNN ran a headline that said the shooting lasted 16 seconds. And that should make you go, well, where was the stopwatch? Who kept track of this very specific time? 16 seconds in the history of a shooting? Somebody was able to track that down? They came out and said it was a 16-year-old shooter, and this happened at Saugus High School. Notice Saugus is 16. You know? Again, news by the numbers all day, every day. As for the shooter, they put out this unclear image. They say he's 16 years old. They say it was his birthday. They say his name's Nathaniel Burhow. Nathaniel Burhow, 74, that number that gets quoted all the time, the reflection of 47. Saugus, when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, is 74. Active shooters, 74. Again, 4 base ciphers, alphabetic order with the rules numerology, reverse alphabetic order with the rules numerology. You know, again and again. How many mass shootings over the years have we covered? And it's just the same number, 74, 74, 74. I heard on CNN today, they reported that the shooting was phoned in at 7:38 in the morning, and the police were there at 7:40. Came right out of, trying to think of her name. What's her name? Erin something. She's got brown hair and blue eyes, but she's the one that spoke it. Saugus 74, 38. 7:38, response time at 7:40. Active shooter. Then they put out the shooter's name, and it's 74. Again and again. And again, just to make the point one more time, we said to circle this date a month in advance. Every single month, we circle the date with the 44 and 64 numerology, and we watch how often there's a mass shooting or a terrible bombing or some needless tragedy in the world. So often it's on the date with the 44 and 64 numerology. If it's not one of those stories, it's a celebrity death. Every month, though, on the date with the 44 and 64 numerology, and it only happens once each month, there's a tragedy like this. Been pointing this streak out for over 2 years, telling people to circle the date, and again, it's the same thing. So today, November 14, 2019, date with 64 numerology, date with a life lesson number of 37, also a date with 44 numerology. And to add to that list, it was also a date with 19 numerology. We'll get to why that matters. But again, kill is 44 with the alphabetic order, 64 with the reverse, shootings 44 with the alphabetic order and rules numerology, and 37 with the reverse alphabetic order and rules numerology. And they came out and said the gunman was an Asian man before they released his name. Asian 4437. Mental health, always brought up in these incidents. Notice Santa Clarita 119-205, mental health 119-205, mental health also 47. Today leaves 47 days left in the year. Fraternal Order of Police 119, again, who's putting on the drills. 47 days left in the year. Policeman, cop, government authority, the cabal, all 47. And this school, Saugus High School, 75 and 78. Just like Order Out of Chaos is 75 and 78. And again, the date numerology, 11-14-29. Again, if you use this calculator on Gematria, I would just focus on these top 4 methods. Derek added a lot of experimental date numerologies that he kind of just made up on his own. But these top 4 are all the ones you want to focus on. 64, 37, 44, as we talked about. Also the 19. Again, the word chaos equals 19 in the most pure cipher. The alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. That's why we called 2019 the year of chaos before the year began. Chaos. Been in the headlines very frequently. And next month, it'll be the date December 13th, 2019, that will have this same numerology, 64, 37, 19, 44, one day before the anniversary of Sandy Hook. So don't be surprised if it's deja vu in the headlines on this day. And I'm sure if you look around, there was probably a whole lot more 47 in the headlines today, but this is what I caught. And again, every single day it's news by the numbers. 47 is definitely a favorite of the media. And just to add to your 47 list, the word news itself equals 47. Until next time.